Am I right now? Because I really don't know what just happened. What up, Red Sox Nation? This is RBT, and we just got swept by the Orioles. That was one of the most insane games I have watched in my life. The Red Sox lose in 17 innings. The game lasted about 6.5 hours. I don't even know. My boy Darnell McDonald had the loss on the game. He pitched in the 17th inning and gave up a 3-run home run to Adam Jones. Chris Davis of the Orioles, who's a first baseman who went 0 for 8 in the game, he pitched and got the win, and he didn't give up a run. Adrian Gonzalez had a terrible game, had a chance to tie the game at the end, and then that would have set up for probably the first time ever in baseball that a position player pitched and could have hit the walk-off home run. That would have been Darnell McDonald. That would have been the most insane thing in my life, but Adrian Gonzalez struck out, went 0 for 8, and Darnell McDonald hit into a double play, and we lost. There's a few positives you could take from this game. The bullpen was great. They gave up 1 run in 12 innings, not counting the Darnell McDonald inning doesn't count. They gave up 1 run, which was unearned in 12 innings. They produced 6 double plays. They've looked aside from the first few weeks, they've looked great. But this game was 17 innings long. This series we played in 3 games against the Orioles, a 3-game series. We played 39 innings. What is that equivalent to? About 4.5 games, and that's not good on your bullpen. So, and the bad thing about that is we're on a stretch of 20 games in 20 days, and we're probably gonna have to end up calling a few guys up to help us in the bullpen because we really need help. A lot of arms are tired. Just about every arm had a lot of action this last series, which was a really disappointing series. We got swept by the Orioles. We really needed to at least take 2 out of 3 to gain ground on the Orioles. Now we're 7 games out of first place, I believe, or 7.5 games out. And we have the Royals next, so we have to capitalize on the series, win these next few series in this road stretch. I think we're 4-11 at home. I'm not really sure. I think. But, like I said, we had 1 win on this home stretch, 39 innings in the series. What else? Buck Coles had a really disappointing day. He pitched 3 and 2/3 of an inning, gave up 5 runs, 2 home runs to J.J. Hardy, the shortstop for the Baltimore Orioles, who is really underrated. Well, Clay Buchholz, man, when he gives up runs, all he does is give up home runs. He doesn't give up all these doubles and whatnot. His only runs he gives up are home runs, and it's kind of aggravating. Him and Josh Becker are top 3 in baseball in home runs allowed. I think Clay Buchholz jumped above him. I think he's at 9 now, and that's not good. His ERA right now is 9.09, and he's probably going to need to skip a start, even though Aaron Cook, who pitched the 2nd game of the series, got placed on the DL with something wrong with his leg, I believe. He was in a collision. And we lost the 2nd game of the series 2-8. Aaron Cook, he was alright in the 1st inning, and then he gave up 6 earned in 2 2/3 because I think it might have been part of the collision that affected his pitching, but he got put on the DL. It's pretty bad. He just got the Red Sox had a choice of either dumping him or keeping him, or he would have, if they wouldn't have kept him, he would have been released, but it was something in his contract, and this is his first start, and that's what happened, and that's not really good. But we lost that game 2-8, and in the first game of the series, it was quite disappointing as well. We lost 4-6. John Lester had a decent game. He went 6 innings, 3 earned runs, 13-inning game. We had a lot of chances in the extra innings. We could have had walk-offs. We had guys in scoring position, and we didn't capitalize. And in the top of the 13th, we gave up 2 runs and lost to the Orioles 6-4. In the last game, which just happened, Will Middlebrooks hit his first career home run. It was a 4. It was a grand slam over the monster. He's looking really good so far. But that game, man, it was crazy. Darnell McDonald plays from the stretch the whole time. He's on about 83, and get a guy caught stealing. Marlon Byrd almost scored, which would have won the game in the bottom of the 16th, but he got thrown out at home, had a big collision at home, and then gets tagged out, and Matt Wieters pats him on the back. The Orioles, man, they're for real. Like, I didn't even notice how good their lineup was until the series. Everybody in their lineup is not. I mean, when you got a guy like Mark Reynolds batting 7th in your lineup, who 2 or 3 years ago hit 46 home runs in a season, you got a pretty dang good lineup. This is with Robert Andino playing second base, which is usually occupied by Ryan Roberts, who is one of the best players on their team, who has really been one of the faces of their franchise in the past few years, and he's on the DL right now. So when he comes back, it's just going to make their lineup that much better. So the Orioles they're not pretenders, man. They're contenders, and I feel like they're going to be there as long as their pitching can hold up for them, because they got a really, really good lineup with Nick Markakis, Matt Wieters, J.J. Hardy. I can't remember their leadoff man's name, but he looked really good today. Chris Davis, the first baseman. Mark Reynolds, he has potential to hit 40-plus home runs, even though he has the potential to hit strike out over 200 times. And yeah, Adam Jones, center fielder, hit that 3-run home run. Very, very disappointing. We're last in the division. We just got to go out and win the series against the Royals and take. We've been playing really well on the road, and we need to just to win a few of these upcoming series until the Rays. And when the Rays come to town, we have to capitalize that series and gain some ground on the first place. I think the Rays are a half game behind the Orioles. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up, guys. This has been RBT. As always, go Sox, roll Tide, and go Titans. See ya. Have a great day.